never giving up and knowing that you want something. People ask me all the time, like, what's the difference? You know, I was just passionate about what I was chasing. And I never was chasing money. So a lot of us chase money instead of chasing what we love. You know, the money gonna come if you do something that you really love and you're good at it.
So is there any level of sanity that you have to have for that? Because I mean, you know, sometimes you can be chasing your dream and it might get to that 10 year, 15 mark, and you're like, is this shit gonna happen for real, bro?
But that's what it is when it pay off. Think about it. Most of us give up or go to jail or get killed or whatever, give up on our dreams when it might take a little longer. But that payoff gonna be so big. Like that's what it was with me. The payoff was so big that it didn't matter. And the competition for me was real. Because you had like Tupac, Biggie, Small, you know, the Ghetto Boys, and people would tell you like, you never gonna make it. You never gonna get that opportunity. And I'm like, nah, I'm gonna, you know, I really live this. I'm gonna get this. And that's what it was for me. Like, just like, I had to change too. So I had to change some of the things that I was doing. A lot of us don't want to change. We want to be successful, but we don't want to change for the better.
What's the biggest change you made? I mean, obviously, you know what I'm saying, you was in them streets, you had to get out of them, but beyond that, you know what I'm saying, something, you know, more people out here can relate to it. Everybody out here wasn't in the streets like that. What's the one thing that you
people think it's just about changing, being in the streets. No, I had to change my mindset. Like, my mindset needed to change for me to be successful, because I couldn't take that with me and be successful. You know, when I got in the game, I had to figure out what I was gonna name my company. First thing. So by me being on the streets hustling, I could have called it Hustle Man, Dope Man, Wreck, whatever. That was gonna catch up with me in the end. And I'm like, I'm gonna name my company No Limit because there's gonna be no limit to what I can do. And then when I thought about naming myself, I was like, well, I wanna master whatever I do. You know, my brother, he named himself C. Murder, he caught up with him, he ended up being incarcerated, being on the case. So you gotta look at the power of the words. And the power of the words really come back and get you. So you gotta look at some of those things, and that's what I was able to do. It was like, and we was arguing about it, you know, as kids, like, man, no, you can't name yourself. Man, I named myself what I want, okay, well, go ahead.
Right.
You know, I turned down $1 million from Jimmy Iovine, you know, and my brother was like, man, we need to take that money and go take over the hood. I'm like, no, man. It was a bad contract. You see what I'm saying? So you got to look at it. It was a 7-year deal I was signed. I could never use my name no more. Never had no rights to nothing that I had. And I sit down, Jimmy Iovine told me, look, I already got Suge Knight, I got Puffy. If I have you, I got the streets. And I'm like, man, I'll be right back and get something to eat. I never came back.